All right, welcome back to Assetto Corsa, where we're taking a look at San Bovio circuit. This is a drop from a relatively new modder that released this in late July. And this guy's kind of a guy after my own heart, if I do say so. Created this with a little bit of imagination, saying, hey, I live near Milan in Italy. And if I was ridiculously rich, this is the track that I would build. I like that attitude. So this is a fictional circuit that he crafted pretty much from scratch. The buildings and the surroundings are meant to map the reality of the area in which he envisioned this track existing. And aside from some elevation changes that are not in the natural terrain that he's added, it's pretty much as the landscape exists, if the track existed. I guess that makes sense. Nice to see modders being creative and dreaming a little. If I was fantastically rich, I think a racetrack would be cool to build. So I get that sentimentality. Driving the Porsche 914-6. This is a car from 1970 and is an amazing car. A lot of people, the hot rod purists that love the 911, kind of scoff a little bit at the 914. But I will tell you, these cars are tremendously fun and very fast, can be, under the right set of circumstances and with the right driver behind the wheel. I know that a lot of guys that were showing up at autocrosses in 911 GT3, GT3 RSs, other hot rod 911s, and one of the best autocross instructors I ever met, Bob Shaner, may he rest in peace, was tremendously gifted behind the wheel of a 914. In fact, he had top time of day most times he went out. Because he just knew how to drive this car fast on an autocross circuit. It's a handling car, so it's not got the speed at the straights, but most autocross circuits are tight enough that you're not getting out of third gear at max at most autocross circuits. And so you can handle a car well at lower speeds. This is the car. His wife Anita also drove the car, so they were in different run groups each time they went out, and she also, for the ladies, did top time of day in that same car. Stayed in third there. I'm down to second there. Oop, a little too much. Gonna come down to second there. I like this track. First time I drove it just sort of as a practice lap, I didn't feel like it had much flow. And then I came back to it and seemed to have found the flow. Just missed that turn. Much better. See if I can pull it all together and get this first turn one right. Or more right. Shit. No. Lost a lot of speed there. I should have gone down to second. It's way slower. Losing the plot entirely. Crap. Yeah, losing the plot completely. Trying to overdrive it too much. It's definitely a momentum car. So you gotta figure out a way to carry momentum through the corners. And that's hard for me to do because I am a 911 driver. I rely on being way OP in, in most circumstances. Forgetting where I can drive it and where I have to. Like that, I've got to take that in second or I miss it. I know I've got a good lap in me. I know it. I just know it. I just keep getting kind of confused in what turn I'm in and what gear I need to be in. to get that done before I turn in there. Better in there, but I'm still slow. That's still up. It's not bad. I could probably do better still, but I'm going to call it at that. It was a lot of fun, though. A lot of fun. Great track. Almost down to a 202. And I've still got time. I know I can pull out of this. It's an interesting track. Like I said, when I first drove it, I wasn't finding the rhythm with it. And then I left it for a little while and went and did something else. And then came back to it and found the rhythm the second time back. So that would be my advice to you, is to give this track a go. Drive it, let it sit with you for a minute or two. Come back to it, and then kind of see what it feels like to you. I think that this would be an interesting track to race. My biggest problem with it is so much of it looks the same. Is this my entry? No, it's not. So much of it looks the same. And that's always tough when you have a track. And I find Silverstone to be that way as well. As I guess I'm not alone in that. I've heard other drivers say that too, is that Silverstone it's a tough track to drive because it just looks the same everywhere. Or at least in multiple places. And so you have to keep track of where you are a little bit more closely. And this track is very similar in that respect, is that you do have to kind of pay attention to where you are on the track. Fun little track, though. And this car is a hoot. Gotta love some of these classic cars. And this one I haven't had a chance to drive before, and I found it. I'll put a link to where I found it on Assetto World, so you can download it and check it out as well. It will require that you have one of the DLCs for the Porsche set, I think, in order to drive this, but don't quote me on that. I do know it's a CSP-enabled car. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you had fun, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye now.
Spaß macht Rennsport.